Masks of Madness, based on the Lead Masks case. In the misty hills of Brazil, where the dense foliage embraces secrets and whispers of ancient mysteries, lies the haunting tale of the Lead Masks case. It was a story that gripped the world in fear and fascination, shrouded in enigma and tragedy. But amidst the shadows of history, there exists a darker truth, one that transcends the boundaries of the known and delves into the realm of the supernatural. It began on a sultry afternoon in August, when two young men stumbled upon a grim discovery atop the Morro do Vintém, a desolate hill overlooking the bustling city of Niterói. The duo, Miguel and Manuel, were amateur astronomers drawn to the hill's vantage point for stargazing. As they ventured deeper into the underbrush, their eyes caught sight of something peculiar, a pair of lead masks lying in the grass, their empty eye sockets staring into the abyss. Curiosity mingled with trepidation as Miguel and Manuel approached the masks. They were crudely fashioned with no discernible features save for two small holes where the eyes should have been. Beside them lay a cryptic note written in Portuguese. 1630, be at the agreed place. 1830, ingest capsules. After the effect, protect metals, wait for mask signal. The words sent shivers down their spines, but the allure of the mystery proved too strong to resist. Ignoring the warning signs, the two men pocketed the masks and the note, intending to unravel the puzzle at a later time. News of the eerie discovery spread like wildfire, capturing the attention of the authorities and the public alike. Inspector Marcos, a seasoned detective with a penchant for the occult, took charge of the investigation. His inquiries led him to the homes of the deceased, two electronic technicians named Manuel and Miguel, whose bodies were found on the hillside, their faces obscured by the same lead masks. As Inspector Marcos delved deeper into the lives of the victims, he uncovered a trail of cryptic messages and clandestine meetings. The deceased were members of a secretive cult known as the Scientific Spiritualists, who believed in communicating with extraterrestrial beings through a series of rituals and experiments. Driven by a morbid fascination, Inspector Marcos retraced the footsteps of the victims, following the clues left behind like breadcrumbs in the dark. His investigation led him to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Niterói, where he uncovered a hidden chamber adorned with esoteric symbols and strange apparatuses. It was here that he stumbled upon the truth behind the lead masks, an otherworldly portal forged in the fires of madness. The portal pulsated with an otherworldly energy, casting a sickly green glow that bathed the chamber in its eerie light. Inspector Marcos approached with caution, his heart pounding in his chest as he gazed into the swirling vortex before him. It beckoned to him, promising answers to questions he dared not speak aloud. With trembling hands, Inspector Marcos reached out and touched the portal's surface, feeling its cold embrace envelop him like a lover's caress. Images flashed before his eyes, visions of distant worlds and cosmic horrors beyond comprehension. He recoiled in horror, his mind reeling from the revelation of truths too terrible to bear. But even as Inspector Marcos struggled to maintain his sanity, he knew that he could not turn back. The portal called to him, whispering secrets of the universe that he alone was fated to hear. With grim determination, he stepped into the unknown, his fate intertwined with the shadows that lurked beyond the veil. Meanwhile, back in the city of Niterói, a sense of unease hung heavy in the air, as whispers of the lead mask's curse spread throughout the populace. Those who dared to possess them soon met with misfortune. a string of accidents and unexplained deaths that defied rational explanation. Rumors swirled of vengeful spirits and malevolent entities that haunted the wearers of the masks, driving them to madness and despair. Some claimed to have seen shadowy figures lurking in the darkness, their eyes gleaming with otherworldly malice. Others spoke of strange phenomena, objects moving of their own accord, voices echoing from unseen realms. But amidst the chaos and fear, there were those who sought to harness the power of the masks for their own ends. Dark cults emerged from the shadows, their ranks swollen with the desperate and the deranged. They conducted macabre rituals in secret, offering blood sacrifices to the ancient gods that dwelled beyond the veil. As the city descended into chaos, Inspector Marcos found himself standing at the precipice of oblivion, his sanity hanging by a thread. He had journeyed deep into the heart of darkness, confronting horrors beyond imagining in his quest for the truth. But now, as he stood face to face with the source of his torment, he knew that his journey was far from over. Before him loomed a towering figure, clad in robes of shimmering darkness. Its eyes burned with a malevolent light, piercing through the veil of reality with a gaze that spoke of untold suffering and infinite despair. It was the harbinger of the apocalypse, the herald of a new age of madness and chaos. With a steely resolve, Inspector Marcos drew his weapon, his hand steady despite the fear that gnawed at his soul. He knew that he stood alone against the forces of darkness, but he would not falter in the face of adversity, for he was the last bastion of hope in a world consumed by fear, the embodiment of justice in a realm ruled by chaos. With a primal scream, Inspector Marcos unleashed his fury upon the abomination before him, his bullets finding their mark with deadly accuracy. But even as he fought with all his strength, he knew that victory was but a fleeting illusion, for the true battle lay not in the realm of flesh and blood, but in the depths of the human soul. And as the final echoes of battle faded into the darkness, Inspector Marcos knew that his journey had come to an end. But though his body lay broken and battered, his spirit remained unbroken, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by darkness. Enigma of Somerton, based on The Cipher of the Somerton Man. In the quiet coastal town of Somerton, nestled beneath the shadow of towering cliffs and lashed by the relentless waves of the Southern Ocean, a mystery unfolded that would defy explanation for decades to come. The Cipher of the Somerton Man. It was a tale shrouded in intrigue and darkness, where truth and illusion blurred into an enigmatic nightmare. It was a cold winter's evening when the tide washed ashore the lifeless body of a man upon the sandy shores of Somerton Beach. His form, shrouded in darkness, bore no signs of violence or struggle, yet the expression upon his face spoke volumes of the torment he had endured in his final moments. As the authorities descended upon the scene, led by Inspector Graham, they were greeted by a sight that would haunt them for years to come. The man, known only as the Somerton Man, lay sprawled upon the sand, his eyes staring blankly into the abyss. Clutched in his hand was a small slip of paper, upon which were written a series of cryptic letters, the key to a mystery that defied comprehension. For weeks, Inspector Graham and his team labored tirelessly to decipher the code that had been left behind by the Somerton Man. But the more they delved into its depths, the more elusive it became, like a mirage shimmering on the horizon, always just out of reach. It was a local schoolteacher, Anne, who first noticed the pattern hidden within the jumble of letters, a sequence of symbols that seemed to defy logic and reason. With a keen eye and a sharp mind, she pieced together the fragments of the puzzle, unraveling the mystery one letter at a time. But as the code began to reveal its secrets, Anne found herself drawn deeper into a web of intrigue and deception. Strange occurrences plagued her every step. Mysterious phone calls in the dead of night, shadowy figures lurking in the darkness, whispers of a secret society that pulled the strings from the shadows. As Anne delved deeper into the heart of the mystery, she uncovered a tangled web of conspiracies and lies that stretched back through the annals of time. The Somerton man was not simply a victim of circumstance, but a pawn in a game played by forces beyond mortal comprehension. It was said that he had been a spy, a shadowy figure lurking in the shadows of the Cold War era, his loyalties torn between rival factions vying for control of the world's destiny. His death had been orchestrated by those who sought to silence him, to erase all traces of his existence from the pages of history. But the truth was far more sinister than anyone could have imagined. The Somerton man was but one piece of a larger puzzle, a cipher in a game of cosmic proportions where the fate of humanity hung in the balance. As Anne delved deeper into the secrets of the Somerton man, she found herself haunted by visions of a world beyond the veil of reality, a realm of darkness and despair where the laws of physics held no sway. It was a place of nightmares, where the echoes of the past whispered secrets too terrible to bear. But even as she struggled to maintain her grip on sanity, Anne knew that she could not turn back. The fate of the world depended on her ability to unravel the mystery of the cipher, to uncover the truth that lay hidden beneath the surface of reality. Yet, with each step she took, Anne felt the walls closing in around her, the shadows reaching out to claim her soul. It was as if the very fabric of reality itself was unraveling, tearing apart at the seams to reveal the darkness that lay beyond. In the end, it was not Anne who uncovered the truth of the Somerton man, but the man himself, rising from the depths of oblivion to reveal the secrets that lay hidden within his heart. He was not simply a victim of circumstance, but a harbinger of doom, a messenger from a world beyond the stars. With his dying breath, the Somerton man uttered a single word, a name that sent shivers down Anne's spine and struck fear into the hearts of all who heard it. It was the name of a being older than time itself, a god of chaos and destruction who slumbered beneath the waves, waiting to be awakened by the foolishness of mortals. And as Anne gazed into the abyss, she knew that the battle was far from over. For though the Somerton man had been silenced, his message lived on, a warning of the horrors that lurked just beyond the horizon, waiting to consume the world in darkness. In the years that followed, the mystery of the Somerton man faded from the public consciousness, relegated to the realm of urban legend and myth. But for those who had been touched by its darkness, the memory lingered on, a reminder of the fragility of the human spirit and the darkness that lurked within us all. And somewhere in the depths of the Southern Ocean, a presence stirred, a shadowy figure rising from the depths to reclaim its rightful place among the stars. For though the Somerton man had been laid to rest, his legacy would live on forever in the annals of history, a testament to the enduring power of mystery and the fear that lies hidden within the human soul.